welcome back. Today we're going to talk about, girls, the way that they dress, and what we should and should not be telling them about choosing their own wardrobe.
And this came to light, or comes to light more often now because of social media.
Yeah.
And we do see, I've got teenage girls, they've got friends, I see some of their posts. The posts, I'm like, wow, that's quite an outfit. Quite an outfit.
I'm not going to lie, I get a little jealous. I wish I could fit into that tiny little outfit.
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, right?
Yeah, 40 years ago I fit into that.
Yeah, exactly. So I do find that now parents are chiming in more, schools are chiming in about what kids can wear to school. So what is the appropriate level of opinions that we should be sharing?
Well, not only that, I think I recently sat in a moms group with a bunch of moms of older girls, like high school aged girls. I mean, I'm talking like 14, 15 and upwards. And I live in Toronto. I've seen the club life. I know what the girls
are you living
wearing,
the club life?
what the girls are not wearing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in the mom club in my kitchen. But I'm not gonna lie, the outfits I've seen are somewhat scantily clad young ladies. They look great, and there's this kind of mixed message. Love your body, don't be ashamed of it. But cover it all up, right? And so in this group, these moms were quite concerned that their daughters were posting selfies on Instagram of them in these tiny little outfits getting ready.
Because the crop tops are really in right now.
Crop tops are in.
And
And you know what? This top is probably conservative in the summer if it were to be a bikini. So,
Right.
But we're not talking summer. However, what I found disturbing about the conversation was that, sure, if that was my daughter, I might be uncomfortable. I might chase her with a blanket.
Or be that dad on Instagram who started wearing outfits reflecting his daughter's outfits. So
I might do that.
He's sporting the dad bod with a little crop top. Hilarious.
Okay, we have to include him in our link. But the messaging that I came away from was that they were saying to their daughters, you have to be careful how you dress, because if you dress like that, you're going to get into trouble.
Ooh.
And my takeaway in our conversation that night was, wait a minute, I don't think any woman's outfit should be responsible for someone else's lack of control.
Oh, this is going way back. This is going back to rape cases saying, what were you wearing? Did you have anything to drink?
It exactly
That's
is.
exactly what that is.
And then they were saying, what are you, their messaging was, what are you telling other people about, yourself when you dress like this? And I get that. I think my mom said that to me. But the point is, how can you tell them to love and accept their bodies and then turn around and say, cover it, don't put a message out there with your body?
Yeah, I don't think we can. I think as, we went through it with our parents. I remember I had this pair of jeans, and my dad actually called them my crab jeans because he thought I would get crabs from them because I bought them secondhand and they were all skanky and gross. They came from Kensington Market and they were all embroidered and they were so funky. I love them. And occasionally I'd be like, where are my crab jeans? And my mom would have hid them. Yeah. And so my parents finally came up with just a simple rule about the clothes. When we went out with them, we couldn't wear anything with the rips or stains. That was their...
That's nice. You're clean.
Yeah, that was...
Not
they just
crabby.
wanted us a little bit clean and not catching the crabs.
Yeah.
When we were out in public with them. But none of the conversation at that time for me was around... body exposure. It was more around hygiene.
Yeah, yours was hygiene. I don't know. I think my mom at some point asked me if I'd consider wearing a dress at some point. Maybe it was too tomboy.
Yeah.
But when I think about this conversation, I get it. We have girls, and I will probably pass out the first day I see Maddie in a mini skirt or even high heels. I'll faint, and then I will put her in a bubble till she's 40. But the conversation, in my opinion, should not be, hey, Maddie, this outfit is going to make men behave inappropriately and it will be your fault. It's going to have to be something else, and I don't know what it is.
Big something else.
But it's
big something.
not...
You know what it is, Jack? It's you can wear whatever you want, and you should be proud of your style, and you go be you, girl. And if anyone tells you otherwise, that's on them, and that is a example of the patriarchy, and this is where we are still at, and we have so much work to do.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
That's what this mama says. I have 3 teenage daughters, and I would not comment on what they're wearing.
No,
I wouldn't. I do worry sometimes when I see some of the friends and some of the things they post on Instagram, because what it makes me, sometimes I do wonder, I'm like, are they okay? Are they feeling okay if they're putting so much value into some parts of their body? Like, how are they feeling? Are they doing okay? But if they're doing fine,
Yeah.
then I'm good.
Yeah. And I think, you know, like, they're being role modeled by, you know, models and actresses. And I mean, you just take a look at any model or actress on Instagram. I mean, when they look good and they're in a bikini, we look at them and go, wow, they look great. Our kids
You know what I
like,
absolutely love, though? I love when the teenagers, like I was recently at a beach, and there were these two sisters, and they were good, beefy broads with some junk in the trunk, and they had these little bikinis on, and they looked adorable. And I thought, you know what? Like, so many people would not wear a bikini if they were their size.
No.
And I love seeing, like, some of the girls who are wearing crop tops and they're sporting a belly, whatever. Like, good on ya.
Yeah.
Like, I love that they're not actually buying into that whole model thing, and they're just like, well, crop tops are in style, so I'm wearing one.
Yeah, and I think that's to me the kind of the thing. Like, I love seeing someone comfortable in their skin, comfortable in their body. I think messages that tell them you can't wear that because boys won't behave themselves.
You're not responsible for the boys.
You're not.
And you know what, parents? If you have boys, I have 3 of them, you need to raise them not to think that way. And by saying things like that in front of them, gives them permission.
Yeah, it is permission.
Totally.
It's like saying they don't have to be responsible
for their own actions.
For a trigger reaction or, you know, like...
But you know what? You see these things in the news, too. Schools doing, they're sending girls home because they're wearing leggings. And, you know, looking at,
That's
looking,
ridiculous.
the boys having to look at their cute butts is too distractive. So they said, this is happening all the time.
That is crazy.
So it's a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Yep.
So where do you, Nana? Like, how do you feel if your daughter is scantily clad on Instagram? What's the conversation that you're gonna have with her?
Yeah, chime in. We'd love to hear from you, and also make sure you subscribe to our channel.